A World Cup final does not build up to a single moment. It builds up to a breakdown of tactical systems, physical exhaustion, and immense psychological pressure. But when the referee points to the spot in the final minutes of extra time, history shrinks down to 12 yards. One ball, one goalkeeper, one kicker. This is exactly how the most controversial penalty of the 2026 World Cup final was decided before the ball was even struck. The context of the match mattered. It was a deadlock. 119 minutes of elite, high-intensity football had resulted in a brutal stalemate. Both teams had exhausted their tactical adjustments. The substitutions had been made. The managers were completely powerless on the touchline. The entire tournament, spanning 3 nations and 45 days, had narrowed down to this single whistle. The referee's decision was instant. A driving run into the box, a slight trailing leg, and contact that split opinions globally in a fraction of a second. The VAR room checked every single angle. The stadium fell completely silent. On television, hundreds of millions of people watched the referee stare at the pitch side monitor. The tension was not just in the stadium. It was a global freeze. When he turned back to the pitch and confirmed the penalty, the psychological warfare began. The goalkeeper initiated the routine. Mind games at this level are not accidental. They are highly rehearsed psychological strategies. The slow walk to the line, the deliberate delay in taking his position, the direct, unblinking eye contact with the penalty taker. He was trying to expand the 12-yard distance into a mile. He was trying to force the kicker to think about the consequences of a miss. The kicker stood completely still. In that specific moment, technique becomes secondary to mental endurance. The physical fatigue of playing 119 minutes disappears under the sudden weight of national expectation. He did not look at the goalkeeper. He did not look at the referee. He focused entirely on his spot. The placement of the ball on the grass was deliberate, taking up every second allowed to regain complete control of his breathing. The whistle blew. The run-up was completely fluid. No stutter steps, no hesitation, no predictable patterns. The goalkeeper committed a fraction of a second too early, diving to his left based on months of pre-match video analysis. The kicker noticed a shift. With a subtle drop of his shoulder, he calmly slotted the ball into the opposite bottom corner. Complete precision under absolute chaos. The stadium erupted. The match was effectively over. That single kick did not just win a trophy. It defined the entire legacy of the 2026 tournament. It proved that at the absolute highest level of football, the biggest matches are not won by physical superiority or tactical genius. They are won by whoever can survive the psychological pressure of a single moment. That single moment transformed the entire sport globally. And if you want to understand how this massive tournament changed the game on a massive scale across the Atlantic, you need to see how the 2026 World Cup made football relevant in America forever, which is on your screen right now. Watch it. Subscribe right now. Do not miss what comes next. You're welcome.